Hello, this is the Frugal Eclectic, otherwise known as Noodle. Oh, oh, upside down. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, no, it wouldn't be upside down. Okay, we're cute. We're calm. We're collected. Okay, so having done that, oh, confound it. Well, all right, we'll do it. We're cool. Where's confound? Sorry, one moment, please. Oh my giggles. I thought I had him here. What did I do? What did I do with them? I want to get this accomplished before I forget about it. It's not technically part of my. Well, guess what? We're just going to have to. Oh, man. I honestly know what I'm doing. Hello there, K-More. 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 French curves. Yo. Uh-huh, yo. Yo. Uh-huh, yo. Uh-huh, yo. Uh-huh, yo. Oh, my French curves. Uh-huh, oh, yo, yeah. Oh, my French curves. Uh-huh, oh, yo, uh-huh. Oh, my French curves. Yada, 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 yada. Uh-huh, Yada, 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 yada. Hello there, Sarah. Okay. But where's my whatchamacallit? Confound it. I was going to. Well, guess what? We're just going to have to. Um, this is all I have left of this paper. And see, I even put bottom. B for bottom. And I want to put it on this. And I thought of French curves. There's the C. And then I could, instead of paint, I could do it with my Prismas. But my thing of, from last month's, I haven't switched out colors yet. So I guess what we're going to do is we're just going to go with, we'll just grab this. Oh, it's okay, Jean. That's no big deal. That's fine. Oh, I should probably recording. I'm going to put my recording 10:01 a.m. All right, then I can move this out of my way. And put my pin up yonder. All right, now, hello there, Cheshire Cat. Hello, Kimberly. I really do want to get this done. Okay, so we have, well, you know what? Let's see. Oh, a tip. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. This is a little bit dirty, but oh my giggles, guys. Peroxide, just plain old ordinary peroxide for water. It's amazing, especially when you leave like your, hello there, Dar. Hello, Galena. Especially, okay, Jean. And yeah, hello there. Yeah, so just plain old peroxide, and it's amazing what it will do. And I've even actually used it on with my distress inks. Yeah, I've even used it with my distressed inks and alcohol ink. You know, the yeah, alcohol inks, and I was playing around trying to do counterfeiting for my little embellishments for my kit this month. Yeah, just saying. So I thought I would tell you that. Just saying, just saying. Okay, now, instead of I do that, let's see. Um, oh, here's what I was looking for. What I'll do, because I really want not just grays and greens, I want to be able to do browns and blues. Oh, wait a minute. Well, actually, here, I just put them up because let me grab them. Oh, obviously, I've just put this up off my desk so I wouldn't drop it because I don't want my, okay, so we can go ahead and do this then. And, all right, so we have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I would say roughly 4 to 5 colors in here. So we have, I would say, let's see. Okay, this is True Green. And let's see what this one is. What is that? Celadon Green. All right. And then we move over to the browns. Neutrals, I have, all right, brown, I would say probably, that's this chestnut. That's probably a little too Sedona, or, not Sedona, but, I'm looking for more of a sepia maybe. And actually this one right here. What's this one? Dark brown. Is this a taupe or sandbar brown? I think between those two browns, and then let's see, robin's egg blue. What I'm going to do today, heading over there. Okay, Jean. Okay, let's see, robin's egg blue. But I really don't have, well, maybe this right here. Well, the muted turquoise, and that's probably about it as far as my Prisma pencils, without having to use, I want to use robin's egg blue in here, but all right, so let me, like I said, I want to get this done, and so I just know so that I can put it in my color thing, you know, my color swatch thing. Oh, and I have part of the bottom of a romaine as a stamp. Yeah, I need to work on making some paper with that, or stamping with it. Okay, anyway, let's see. I've got that. All right, so all right, predominant color. I'm going to use the muted turquoise as a predominant color. So I guess what I can do is use this big chunk right here. Actually, this is not as, okay, this is actually kind of pretty color. It's not technically the color I wanted, since I can't really find the, I don't know what happened to my giraffe thing that had my, you know, because the Prismas that I chose last month that went into my kit, okay, I don't have any clue what I did with my giraffe mug. Oh, that's a bummer. Bummer, dude. It's like, did I even sit it on the floor or what? That's just, you know what, guys? I think I am just going to have to back off from this, which is a bummer. Let me go put this back, and because that's going to bug me. I need to be able to have the ability to go to all of my colors. So I will put this, um, um, the thingy I just had. Oh, here, paperclip. The thingy. Well, all right. So I'll just paperclip this to this, and I will keep this because I really would like to have a better choice of some turquoise, more turquoise in there. All right, so there's that. Now, I'll just stick it here, and I'll put these there. All right, put these off to the. Now, she's doing much better. Okay. Nuts. Uh-oh, my video's not moving. Oh no, it's just, oh well. Thankfully, hopefully you'll get it, Oh, got it. Okay, good, got it. Chat with 15 people. Hello, you 15 people, you. Anyway, I do have something to do. Yeah, the paper addiction. I follow her on, of course, YouTube, and I follow her now on IG, and I'm like, oh, she made me do it. She, she's grungy, vintagey, and, well, anyway, some of you know that I posted on Saturday, and I started this. I did a 22-ish wide, and however tall, usually about a yard, tall. I haven't measured it, but it's the tallness of a wrapping paper tube, Anyway, I got this far Saturday, and then I let it go. And this is a Kleenex that I laid some, there's some tea dye on it, some really cool tea dye, but I used sepia to cover that. And this, I actually used a glue stick to do down the Tim Holtz tissue paper. But anyway, so the sepia decoupage stuff made this a little too dark. Eventually work. I just wanted to show you, this was like kind of the before. Well, Monday night, Monday afternoon, whatever, I decided to, I was going to update you on this book. These are the two baby wipes I'm working on from last month and this month. But anyway, to finish the thought about the paper, then I decided to measure my book that I'm doing, my Traveler's Notebook. And I did, this is basically 20-ish by 12. So this will cover. And then I proceeded to add more. And like I showed on IG, I actually did some stitching in it. And then I had someone say, I want you to do this on stream. So I, kind of, yeah. So you'll be watching me do that. See, and I've just got it a bit started. But okay, that's what I'm doing today. So just hello there, Janet, my sweater set girl. And hello, Button. So that's what I'm doing, but I wanted to update you. You all know that, remember this. This is, I mentioned, you know, this, the SOIC and the idea collector thing, the Society of Idea Collectors. And it was the Mary Atelier. She's on YouTube, the Mary Atelier. She reminded me about my love of creating characters, and one day I will be writing books, and so my love of creating characters. And this is what we kind of played with, and I went ahead and I love the idea that of this guy. Oh, we don't see it. Wait. What am I doing? Hold on. For some reason, I didn't think I was there. See, Safia came up with the idea of having this guy. Oh, well, hopefully it'll get worked out, you guys. Oh, and just so you know, I may or may not be able. Someone requested that I put my Ustream videos on YouTube, and so I can't guarantee it, but just so I better make a comment on this, that there is a live chat going on. Yeah, anyway, on the off chance that I'm able to get this onto YouTube, there's a live chat going on, so sometimes I might giggle or something, or I might not always, yeah, so just so you know, for the people who are watching, may watch this from YouTube. Okay, anyway, so I love the idea of this tough guy having a butterfly tattoo. And we were, you know, some of you remember the story. I'm not going to go into it, but she now has, she doesn't have a middle name, but she now has a, I've researched enough and I've chosen, she does have a name, a first name, and she has a last name. And she's actually one of triplets, identical triplets. Yeah, okay, identical triplets. And yeah, and I did move the I that was, remember the I was over here. I actually decided very carefully, I peeled it back up and moved it down here, and I glued it with, you know, glued it with glue stick. And then I did this up here. And so that's as far as I got there. And of course, remember I told you I was going to do it this way. And so then on that Wednesday, I went in with my Neo 2s and covered this up so that this could potentially become part of that. And then I went ahead and I covered this up a little bit better. And instead of having a traditional brainstormer mind mapping thing circle, I thought maybe this might be kind of cool. This little kite thing. And hey, Murda. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't. Oh, okay. Shh. Oops. Lips are sealed. Okay. And then here, I thought here, remember it says here, I cut this out of the spy book, supposed to ask questions, because Dee Dee supposed to ask questions. So I could glue it right up in here, because this is where that who, what, where, when, yeah. So I kind of thought that would be kind of cute. Oops. And then, of course, I'll go ahead and keep some articles. I like the, yeah. And so here, what I did is I've decided that I'm going to glue in, trim it down to necessary. And I'm grinning. You'll hear the grin in my voice because, yeah, anyway, someone told me not to say her name out loud because, you know, anyway. And I did, and I did because I was reading, and anyway. So anyway, I'm going to basically glue 10 pieces of paper into each one of these areas, that way, because I've got in my daily journal, you know, I've got 5 pages of research stuff I've already done on her character. And so I need to transfer that in here. So yeah, because that took up a lot of space in my daily journal. So anyway, so you know, yeah. So I've still got, that's the update on that. Yeah, my altered magazine. All right, so let's get, now what I'm going to do, let's see, double check, make sure, I hope I have everything here. Love you too. Psst, love you too. Yeah, whispering now. Yeah, whispering. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, before we get going, I want to use this. I love this. And I got this it was a 2-pack at Joann's. And in the Miss Sparkle section. And let's see, it came with, where are you? Where is it? Here. It came in a 2-pack. I believe these two came together, and I love this. And I'd love to be able to go and find me the other aqua with a little fox. I'd love to have, yeah, as many of these as I could get. But anyway, I have this, and I believe this was from Pavla. Pavla. I hope I pronounced her name right. You know, I call her Beautiful Leaf. Most of you older guys will know who I'm talking about. But it's an owl and a fox, but it is a little too bold for the kit that we're counterfeiting this month. So I got to thinking, and I went in, got some foam, and I got to thinking that I could tone the red down with like maybe some vintage photo or tea dye. And I thought, well, while that's happening, let's see if it works. I didn't want to brush it on, but I thought the foam would be much better. So this is just a Ritz cracker thing. I'm recycling a Ritz that holds Ritz crackers, the plastic bag that holds Ritz crackers, and gluing that. And okay, all right. So let's. Oh, don't want to cut off the owl's wing. Okay. But yeah, it occurred to me, we'll do one in tea dye, and then maybe one, maybe I don't know. Hey, we've got some here. It might not be, okay, it's okay. We can try it. And that way they can be drying, and we'll see kind of, whoops. Oh, well, that's okay. All right. Get my spoon gel. The reason, like I said, did I finish that thought process? The reason why I got the sponge is because I thought that would be a better, because I still have the glitter when I missed it. Okay, this is the tea dye, and the idea was, see, the sponge is I wanted to rub it in, and kind of, the idea is to kind of dull it down a little bit. In the hopes that I could go ahead and use this. Okay, that's the tea dye. We might have to maybe blend it. Old paper. Oh, it gets sticky. I had a Carmelo. Yeah. And one of those days when I wanted a Carmelo, I love Carmelos. And I keep forgetting to clean the lid. And I set it down one day, and it was sitting on my evergreen bough, and I was just, arting along, and I sat down, and I was, taking Carmelo bite, and I laid it down, and it kind of seeped in, and I forget to clean it. So, okay, this is old paper. We'll just kind of use the other end. And, oh, interesting. Yeah, that's what the old paper looks like. So anyway, I follow her on IG, and she happened to, and she says, oh, and I'm like, oh man, because I've been trying to avoid making more, because I mean, I'm trying to, but sometimes you just, you got to do something, you got to make, and I'm like, oh man. All right, we probably will need layers. So we've done that. We've started that with old paper and tea dye, and we'll give that a chance to rest. Okay. And we may, again, we'll have just to kind of keep blending. We might even, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. All right, so here, let's get, I don't think I need this. Yeah. And just an FYI, guys, when you start sanding, yeah, this is really an old, this is my creating memories board, my cut board, but I made the mistake a couple times of doing this, so some of the lines are missing, so I've learned to flip it over. Yeah, I just, you don't want to sand on gridded side of your mats, your cutting mats. So I'll take that down. Okay. And oh, something else I learned too, guys, is, oh my giggles, this has got a little bit, it's still smooth, but it still has some texture to it. And yeah, right over here, I can tell, yeah, it's just like forever smoother than this. Just, yeah, hello. Another, uh-oh. So, just, yeah, FYI, guys, like, oh no. And there's the word considered. I want to keep that. Yeah. Okay. Now, so what I'm going to do, and this is, yeah, at least one person said, I want you to do this. I want you to, yeah. So I was, yeah. Okay. So what I did, whoop, this is just paperboard, a cereal box. I chose my dimensions. And you guys know I prefer rounded, so I did the the 1/2 inch here, and then the 1/4 inch here. And I went ahead and I did them now because because this is already double, and just trust me, I had to agony on them. Yeah. I may or may not use the holes, and often, and so anyway, I used reinforcing holes. I glued with my, glue stick, reinforcing holes, because I have, yeah, reinforcing holes. And you can't see them because then I laid down some extra paperboard because I may decide to actually use the rubber bands, the rubber bands that Dee Dee introduced us to, those big. Okay. And so, and of course I top and the bottom. Oh, here, 7 3/4 tall. Oh, this is for the insert. This is the measurements for the insert. 7 3/4 tall. And that doesn't, yeah, anyway. So, and I plan on tentatively taking some plastic and cutting it down like into 1/4 inch strips of grocery bag plastic and doing it with fiber, braiding it with fiber or embroidery floss, that type of thing. But I have the option, and I went ahead and I made this sturdier, just this section here. So there's 2 layers of paperboard. That way I have the option of doing the traditional, my version of whether it be wire or the braided plastic, instead of these stretchy you'd be surprised at how stretchy the plastic bags are when they're braided together. You'd be surprised anyway. And then I have the option of both that way, and then I have the option of the rubber band. But this I wanted to leave kind of rather flimsy, and I did the inch all the way around. So what? Oh, I didn't get my glue. Glue. I guess technically we can just use the glue stick. We don't have to get wet. Okay, I prepared 3 bags. I decided, and then at the last minute, these are going to be for stuffing. So I have three plastic bags. I took off the bottom and I took off the handles. Okay, and what I was going to go I thought, I'll go all the way to the edge. And then I remembered that the holes, if I go ahead and use the holes, then the plastic is just that much harder to get the holes through once they're glued down. So I'm going to stick with just having the right in here. So I'm going to glue down that, and then I'm actually going to undo a McDonald's bag, and before I put the cover on here, oh, it's a trout. Galena. Okay. Yeah, she's going to smack somebody. Okay. Yeah, she's just venting. Anyway, okay. So the idea on the plastic bags is right here, and that way, so I'm going to have the benefit of the little bit of a squishy. And sometimes the plastic bags make noise after. Hello, Mary May. Mary May. Okay, anyway. Okay, so that's, oh, Dorothy. Yeah, hello, Dorothy. Dr. Dorothy. Anyway. All right. And then over here, then I will just do it this way. Right? I'll fold back this here. And then just letting you know what I'm doing. Okay. So we basically have the upper shoulder area. I'll probably have to get another one. So upper shoulder, all crossed here, up to the, I used a marker. And this doesn't necessarily have to be absolutely perfect, the glue. Okay, yeah. And if you don't like the sound, and of course this is about recycling, repurposing. If you don't, I'm just going to say sometimes your bags will make a little crunchy sound. So if you don't like that for future reference, you don't want to do that. Okay, so here, then, right there, you just, oh, hey, duh. Let's just move this. We're right there. Oh, sorry. One moment. Oh, it's empty. Okay. Okay, well, guess what? Quicker than I thought. Oh, hey, I know. Let's use the big one. We'll open up a big one. Okay. Oh, it's okay. I didn't give you an, never mind. I'm not going to worry. Oh, that's too funny. Mary May. Then that puts me in mind of Robin Hood. If we were to end up babbling your name, Mary May, puts me in mind of Robin Hood. Anyway, okay. So anyway, all right. So okay. Okay, so here we are. We have, this is, okay, so this is where I'm just gonna, okay. So anyway, all right, so there's that. Then I'm gonna take the other white bag, and you see where on this side it doubles over? Well, I'm going to make sure that, so see here, then this side is when I double over. That way it balances it out. And then I'm going to put this bag on top of that. Okay, so Sarah, technically May. Well, Kissy, somewhere in a chat one time about, I don't know, sometime in June or July, I thought someone said that May's name was Mary. So I started calling her Mary. And she just assumed it was a nickname. Well, it wasn't a nickname. So now, so anyway, now it's like, yeah. And so this is, and I kept saying, it's not a nickname. I didn't give you a nickname because I honestly thought her name was Mary because someone said it was. So anyway, so we get, yeah, yeah. So anyway, and then I'm a little. Now today last time I streamed it was like, I did really good. This time a little, Mary no May. So Mary May. But anyway, the way she just did it there. Okay. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm left-handed, but here goes. I'm doing applying the glue because if I do it this way, then see, because I'm going against it, then that will come up. So I have to go. Yeah. So okay. Obviously, of course, this is going to be covered up. It's going to not be seen. We just need to have it, and it will stay in place. I mean, this is good glue, but anyway. So anyway, okay. Hello, Beth. Just, hey, Cheshire Cat. I think your name is Dar. I really do try to complete a sentence. Honest, I do. So some of you might feel that this might be a little bit of an issue. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to go ahead and put some brown paper on before I actually put the cover paper on. Okay. And working with plastic, remember, going against the grain is not necessarily the most pleasant thing in life. Okay, so now we got that. Whoopsie. It's okay. It doesn't. Okay, now. All right, now let's see. Probably the quickest way to do that is just to do this. Move that. Okay, and glue stick, and any way you can get this. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to kind of, yeah. Okay, I think that's enough glue. And this, I don't want to get dry, so go ahead and put the lid on. Now, and the not sticky part, and this is just a little added stuffing, and just to kind of make sure that the other, okay, now, all right. Oh, I forgot. Well, hey, if the plastic bag has gas, it has gas. What's the monthly challenge you do where you put together a frugal craft kit? Oh, come on, CKC. Um, uh, Seriously, challenge blog, something CKC. Seriously, one moment, please. One moment. Counterfeit. Wait a minute. Let me double check. I'm checking my lineup here. Counterfeit Kit Club challenge blog, I think is what it is. But let me double check. La 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 la. It's at the very bottom of my the people I follow on IG. La la la. Whoopsie! Did I go too far? Ooh ooh. No, that's Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem. Counterfeit challenge. Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. Yeah, Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. Yeah. Okay, you got it. All right. Okay. Whoopsie. Okay. All right. Yes, Sarah. That is an old. What's your name? I have it in my faves on YouTube. The first person that, because of I haven't actually seen her anywhere for a long time. Rita Hutchinson did it as well. She actually has, and then oh, she has issues with copyright. And I don't even want to really even say her name, but I know Rita Hutchinson, and I faved her. She did plastic bags, and then what's her name? She's, yeah, they had a big hullabaloo. The one that banned everybody. I forget her. I want to say her name, and I don't. I don't want to start up any kind of a, yeah. But anyway, so okay. So here now, before we put the, okay, now we have to probably do this. Okay. Okay, and we'll just kind of do this. Yeah, there are there are some YouTubes out there. I believe Rita Hutchinson. She used to craft, and now she used to be one of the gang, and she did craft Ustreams. I can't think anyway. But there, yeah, you just type it in. So thank you, sir. Yeah, I've yeah. Well, I was asked to finish my. I'm making a squat traveler's notebook. Let's see the measurements. I prefer. I loved. I'm learning to really love traveler's notebook, and it's like I really need like another one. Like I need a hole in the head, but you know. And then, like I told you, it was the paper addiction. Oh, sorry, paper addiction made me do it. Okay, so the tallness on this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and roughly 3/4. And the idea was I'm gonna try to do a 6 because you know I like to have squat. You know I like to have the not. But I'm more and more in love with the traveler's notebook. So that's approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and like not quite a full 7.5. And I'm just going to leave it like that because yeah, what I did was I did a 14 wide and then 8 and whatever, and of course, yeah, I did 8 tall. And now, of course, it's been trimmed, which I hate trimming because then then you start messing with your numbers. All right, so I got this far. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing, all right, so there's what we've done so far. Oh, see, and that right there. So that's why I try not to do that. Now I have to smooth this out again. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I chose to do more glue stick than wet glue. Because, see, this right here. All right, so we'll just go. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it just like that. Okay. Now here's the paper. Yeah, here's the paper. And I was able to tone this down. I actually used my, oh, come on. And I have to wet it down. The pot, Inca Gold. I was able to brighten that. Remember I told you how the sepia changes into a darker? Well, I was able to brighten it up with the Inca Gold when I brushed the Inca Gold on in here. Yeah. So it's all kinds of, there's used tea bags. Look at this one in particular. I love. See how the ridge of the tea bag right there? Can you see it? Anyway, the Inca Gold picked up on, see, oh, see right there. See that? That's gorgeous. I was hoping for the actual tea bag tag to be on the front, but then, you know, so this is actually on the back. I kind of like this here, and this is actually, it looks more blue, but this is the metallic pewter color. Yeah, and I had fun with some of the sprays, and yeah, anyway. All right, so there's that. And I was actually kind of thinking about putting an old t-shirt on top of this. But again, I'm kind of thinking with the holes. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as, yeah. So let's just, I'm going to break down. I'm trying to stay on topic. Thank you, Sarah. Hi, Safia. So this is going to be noisy. I was trying to keep it as realistic as possible so you can kind of see time. This probably took me, I started the whole, and I showed you how I, after a certain point, I decided to, because I had a certain amount of space. So after I did the original, this in its entirety, I decided before I went any further with this, I would cut it down to workable size. So, and then I proceeded. So I wanted, you know, camera, off camera, on camera, so you can kind of, so I wanted to make sure this was at least done. And then, so this will be a little bit noisy, but I'm just recycling a McDonald's bag. I'm trying to keep it as quiet as possible. One of the things that inside the counterfeit kit, let me try underneath, but you know what I'm doing. I'm smoothing it out. I'll put this under the table so it won't be so loud. Is they have some, I was thinking about using a Trader Joe's bag, but inside the, I decided against it because it's, it's a little bit thicker. And I got to thinking that part of the kit this month that we're counterfeiting has wood grain in it. And I've got some wood grain contact paper in both the dark and light. And I actually have some wrapping paper that in the kit, they have these gold dots on this white paper. And I'll show you. One moment, I'm getting up off the table. I thought about, I haven't owned white, but see, here's the blonde wood grain, and this is this, see, gold on craft. And what I was thinking is I could take, sometimes contact paper, it doesn't always want to stick, but I got to thinking if I do it in the insert, so my thought is I could do this with an insert, and this is an insert on the front cover of it, so they would still kind of go with the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me go put these back because I don't have no room on the floor for these things. I actually have a big, the styrofoam cups, they come in some brands, they come in boxes. Okay, I assume they actually come in. I have this big, I got it when I was working in food service at our church. Um, uh, now let me find I won't use the bottom. I'm trying to find here's the seam. Let me get my bone folder. But at the food service, and oh, they're talking. Safia and Sarah are talking. Bone folder. Oh, crumb. Bone folder. Hello. My big bone folder. Where did it go? Not amused. It should be here. Crumb. Crumb. Hello. Bone folder. Ah, not again. It's been so long since I've misplaced that bone folder. Ah. Well, crumb. Well, guess what? We'll use knife. All right. So I'm just taking the original seam. I try to always just do the original seam. And I try to open it up from that. And then, so, and I learned this. I know Kathy Paper Phenomenon did it, but there's another woman, I follow her on YouTube, My Sister Scrapper. I think her name is Ginger, My Sister Scrapper. And every time that she did an album, she always covered it in brown paper. And, you know, I saw Kathy Paper Phenomenon do it, but it never registered until I actually saw My Sister Scrapper do it. And so when I do an album, I try to always cover it. And then, yeah. I'm taking a little more time, but you know, I thought, hey, this is basically real time in the sense of how long it takes. And now it's, okay, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, safety knife away from you. Hold on, let me see that. I'm used to doing it with the bone folder. There we go. All right, now, and I don't worry too much about grease. You know, I don't worry too much about it. In this case, there's a little more than that. So in the normal scope of things, that doesn't really bother me because I can always cover it with gesso and to help kind of seal it or whatever. But in this particular situation, I'm probably not going to get, so I'm gonna work, obviously. I think I'm at my full potential here. Housekeeping and isolated keep me from comparing 26 in chat. Let's see here. Let me, yeah, I'm full out. So wait, I don't want that. So hold on. There we go. So just keep, oh, confound it. There we go. So just keep in mind, I'm gonna, and you know me, I like to, this is my top and this is my bottom. And this is the, okay. So there. What I'm going to do to kind of give me the basic idea, and this, you know, and obviously this will also help in keeping this in, but this will also give, I don't want this to be too bulky. Like I told you earlier, I strengthened the spine area because I knew that I would probably want to use a rubber band in there. And I already did my 1/2 inch, you know, yeah, so the rubber band will fit in there. This sometimes will cause a problem when you have a stuffing here and then you have this here. So by putting this paper, that also helps strengthen this one this area here. All right, so we'll turn it back over. Oh, sorry if you hear my stomach growl. I wasn't hungry earlier, and of course now, of course, my stomach growls when I'm recording. Okay, so here, see, I'm keeping away from the grease as much as possible. There will be a little bit, but not much. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to, I don't want the extra of this to be over sticky. So what I'll just use a pencil. I'm just going to do a rough, well, I'll just trace around it, and that will give me, then I can literally, if I decide to actually, I still have not yet taken the time to actually purchase the elastic, the traditional elastic for these things. I guess still in my mind, I haven't really looked at the pricing on it because I just, you know, I think of, well, I could potentially use it elsewhere. I could use that money elsewhere, and I can always, yeah. So, all right. So anyway, but eventually, you know, I'll probably just have to have it. So what I'm doing is I'm using the glue gun in just the area that I traced off. And I'm doing this upside down because I'm trying to keep the, you know, yeah, in the space I have. And I've learned that I just make sure that I mark down what's top and what's bottom. In fact, just right now before I do anything else, this is a B. Yeah, right there. See, that's a B. So I know that it's, okay, this is the bottom, B. All right, so here goes. I've got that all done. And that actually, that has the glue stick has actually had time to set. Okay, so here, and I'm just kind of there. I'm leaving one up, and then oh, so you can hear the glue, or the plastic, the air. It just farted. Okay, anyway, yeah. All right, so then you got that down. So here you lay this, and then you smooth out from the some people, you know, they don't typically stuff their, and the fact that I use plastic, so that's a little something new. Okay, now on the one hand, this will compress, the plastic will compress in there, but there will always be that hint. Okay, so what I'm doing here, obviously, this is enough. This will do. This will be okay. So I don't have to measure that. What I'll do over here on this side is I'll take my, let's see, ruler here, and I can do like a 2 inches, and this is what I'll do here. Match it up there, and then I'll just, and I can actually use this. I can art on it, and I can recycle that. I can art on it and put it through my cousin it. And here's it again. I'm going to flip it over now. So now it's on the bottom. And do the same thing over here, 2 inches. Now this I'll just throw out. On this side, there's not really a whole lot. I'll just throw this out. Or I could use it for stuffing if I was going to go any further. You can always kind of layer stuffing. All right, so here, now this, let's see. This will have a shorter. I'm gonna, yeah, this is the empty one, but sometimes I keep these and I glue them together, and I use them, I color them, and I use them for ribbon or this time I'll just do 1 inch here, and I will be getting a little bit of the grease, but like again, you know, once I have it glued, I can always just cover that with a little bit of glue as a sealer. I'll just toss this into the trash. Okay, now, on the one hand, you think, why is she stuffing that with plastic? Because it will compress and you won't know it. But when, yeah, and you can tell, you can feel the wetness. Yeah, but this, you can actually, quite honestly, you can feel, because I use 3 bags, you can actually feel there is that puffiness there. And that when you finally get this on, it will be kind of cool. Now, this is something else you could do if I wanted a little more. After I've done this, you know, I've glued all that down, and I've obviously, I typically, I go ahead and I do the rounded corners, because sometimes I forget to do them, and then by the time I have all these different layers together, I can't punch it. So I will just have to take my scissors, and before I do this here, and I just, like, right there, like that, see? And then I can just do a little bit of, yeah, and then I'll just smooth it upwards to accommodate the rounded edge. And then that way, it's a done deal. Now on this part, I did a 1/4 inch on this side, and yeah, see, and by that I can just go ahead and re-round that. But yeah, all right, so let's see, we have, what I was actually thinking is, before I put the paper on, I'm wondering if I could put some of this cloth down. This is an old t-shirt. I'm wondering now, before I put that on, I'm wondering if I could go ahead and take the time and put a little more stuffing. So are you putting all the layers on so it's like a quilt? Mostly I'm just wanting, let's see what. This is glue. This is glue stick. Glue stick. Permanent glue stick. Okay. No, this. I sometimes recycle these, so I won't throw this out. Normally I would just throw it out, but sometimes I glue the lid to the base. Okay? And then I art on it, and then I use it to hold fibers. That's what. Okay, that's to clarify someone's question. So, Sarah, I don't know that it would actually, I guess it could be a quilt, but the fact that I actually have this sewn, I'm kind of thinking I want it puffy, because I actually took the time to put stitching on the paper. Yeah, I will have, once I get this stretched and I'll get this glued in, I will lay this down before I actually glue it, and I will touch it to see. See, because see here, I'm like, oh, okay, I can feel the plastic underneath. And the fact that this is crumpled, is that going to be enough of a texture feel for me? Or do I actually want more? And to actually, I've got this for the, because you can still feel this, that plastic. But then do I want more? Do I want more? Or, yeah, anyway. So I guess it would turn out to be kind of a quilt. All right, let's see. Do I want them? I guess I will do the short end. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead using the glue stick again. And I'm going to try to keep as much of the glue. I'll put glue here, obviously, on this, but here I won't put glue on the whole area, you know, around the holes. Even though I know it will dry, but you know what I mean? What is Paula saying? You know what I mean? Burn. Okay, so here, and of course with the glue stick, I always, you know, pack or die. It's you take a cotton cloth and you just kind of, it does actually help. Oh, I forgot about this. Well, okay, never mind. We'll just do it. It's okay. We'll just glue it down. We'll make it work. It just, yeah, and you can, oh, my table is wiggling. All right, so there. Okay, and, okay, so we have that. This can be pulled out, that little corner. And you'll have, you know, again, with the, you can fussy, you know, you can fussy around the corner there as you get, you don't want to, oh, here, this is what. And if you, I'm not quite sure, I haven't really got that far yet. For those, I have, for those of you who follow me on the IG, I have my kit posted. And I put 2 papers in there that don't have anything to do with the inspiration kit, but they do actually coordinate with the Cocoa Daisy September kits that are out. And I just, when I saw that, I go, ooh, ooh, you know, and I just popped them in there. I might actually take the all over print, and I might actually bring that. It would be totally different from the cover, but I might actually cut that down and put on the inside. So when you open up, you see these little, you know, yeah, you see that print. Okay, now this is where, and you just kind of, okay, and this is where you just, again, see here, you just take a file and you'll just gradually, you know, you'll just gradually get it. See, you'll find the way to do it that it's actually going to work. And then you just kind of take the time and you go in with your glue stick. You might have to have a toothpick or a Q-tip and actually insert. See, like the, oh, see, like that. Oh, here, I'm not back on here. It seems like everything came this direction towards me. Okay, I'll do this backwards. There, see? And you just gradually, you'll get the rhythm of it. For those of you who have not, yeah, have not done that, you just kind of, and then you give that a chance to sit, and then you can tweak it again with this, and then you just kind of play with it until you get the way you want. All right, now here, all right, now, so we're just going to, that's too funny. Oh, well, I follow you. Well, you know what I'm going by over there. Huh. All right, now, I want to get back on Flickr. I want to, they've done so many changes over on Flickr. That's, my husband pays for it every year, you know, and we still pay for it. And I want to get back over there because, you know, it's, you know, if I had a blog, I guess it would be my Flickr, you know, my, I've always wanted a blog, but then my husband says, no, because then he would end up being my support tech, or my tech support. He'd end up being my, yeah. And, you know, it's kind of like he doesn't really, you know, it's a little too much. You know, he already helps me enough with the, you know, I want to get back over to Flickr and get reacquainted with it. I don't want to give it up. Because, you know, for the longest time, that's what we had, was Flickr. And, you know, there's a lot of people who follow me over there, and I haven't been over there. I haven't uploaded anything in probably about at least a year, you know. So, okay, so there's that. And again, we'll just keep playing with them. We'll just keep playing with this until, yeah, you just, you know, for those of you who've done this, you guys know. And if you might be new, I just mentioned you just have to keep playing with it if you're new to making a album of any kind from scratch. All right, so here we still have, now what I'll do here, because I rounded the corners, I think what I'll do is, before I glue this down, I'm going to fold it over, take out my 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch chomper thingy. What do I call it? I don't know what this is. Chomper. Yeah. Anyway, okay, on the 4th inch, and literally, you'll see what I'm doing. You think this is, what is she doing? Okay, but it normally works. We'll hope it works now. Okay, there's the 4th inch. Do this over here. And then I really hope this, oh, guess it would help to open it up. Okay, now put this back. Okay, yeah, it did work. See what happened here? You see it has that little groove. So now when I go to, see, then it's like, yeah, okay. And that way I can do all the little, like this, for instance. This is going to be covered, and, you know, but I'm being a little more fussy with it than I, you know, but even because this is this, you won't see this. But, you know, you just have to, yeah. The more you have it, you take the time to do the detail on this, then the finished product is going to be that much easier, much nicer, much easier. Okay. Okay. Oh, and before, oh, crumb. Oh, guys, one moment, please. I forgot to dug the holes. I was so busy trying to get this stay on point, and keep this holes. I got to do holes. One moment, please. I got, okay. No, Allie, you came in. This is going to be this. This is the cover I made. The cover paper. Okay. This is, and I started out, this is, I took some, and I mentioned it in the first part. This is what I got to one point, and then I decided before, instead of taking, this takes up a lot of space. This is like about 1 yard by 20-ish inches. And so I cut down 12. Yeah. Okay, so that's the paper. Oh, holes. I'll use this to, you know, the Phillip. Is that what you call it? Okay. I have to, here, do the holes. Okay. Oh, man. You're sitting there going, you should have done this. You should have done that. Okay, hole. Is that where the hole is? Okay, there. Okay, there's a hole. There's a hole. Okay, and these are obviously, the holes are much bigger. So I'll have to kind of wiggle them in with a bigger thing. But at least, oh, like, ah! I sand this down. Okay, and then we'll take the other part, the flat part, and move it around so that the original, because I want the big hole. I think that's the 1/4 inch punch hole. Actually, Punch, where are you, Punch? Put this back in my little container. One of the things in the counterfeit kit this month is they were big on mood boards. So take a little bit of break. So I decided, I took a September 2016 Victoriana calendar that was given to me, and I'm making my own mood board based on the papers that I'm, and then I'm recycling this. So what I had to do in order to make this, see, I cut in here like this. Well, back over here, I could cover that one up with just a Trader Joe sticker. But over here, when I inserted this paper here at the bottom, I had to do all of this in order to insert it to make it fit correctly. But I'll have to come in and just, I can do the pony. I can just do a little bit of blotting white. And I can just, with a little bit of paint and Prismacolor, I can just kind of give the illusion of that pony, that horse back. But, you know, yeah. So, yeah, just, so I thought, you know, hey, I make my own. All right, now let's see. We have to get, oh, wait, hold on. No, I was going to actually, I hesitate to use the punch again, because then if I punch another hole, but let's see. This is what I think they call the standard 4th punch. Let me see if I can actually get this back in and just punch right through this without too much hassle. And no, I don't have, whoops, no, I can feel that that's not, okay, that's better. Okay. And the glue is still a little bit moist, so that I'm having a little bit more hassle. But, you know, I'd rather do it now, have that hassle now, than like, oh no. Okay, nope, that's on the, I'm trying to get the actual hole. I'm trying not to make any more holes. This goes in the trash. Yeah, so, real time. I don't, I guess it kind of depends on, I don't typically have a problem with the permanent double-sided, the Scotch permanent double-sided tape, and I sometimes use the, you know, permanent glue stick. And Elmer's, this happens to be Avery brand. But with a glue stick, I make sure I use the cloth and I smush it in like in a circle. If you can always, like a little sample, Allie. Try it with a sample. Well, hello there. You? Yeah. Yeah. Matte medium. Yeah. It kind of just, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I personally don't, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it does. Okay. Now I'm having, oh, here on this side, on this one, I can get a little bit better. Hopefully. There we go. On this, wait. I'm trying to, okay, there's that. Oh, see, ooh, clean. That was a clean. Trying to reintroduce the hole there. Okay. Oh, no. Shift it a little bit. Come on, come on. There we go. Oh. Oh, man. I'm so thankful that I thought I saw that before I would not have been amused at myself. Okay. They should be, Sarah. They should be. They should be. Okay. Now, we have to salvage, get these ones in. These might be a little more, no, yeah, these are going to be a little bit harder. I'll just, no, that's a little bit too much. Well, let's try it this way. Okay, oh, here. We'll just do that. Okay, a pin works. Okay, oh, yay! Oh, sorry for the silence. Okay, here, I'll just do a real quick, oh, here, off camera, hold on, let me, and now that I've reestablished the holes, I'll just kind of sand that down. Okay, there's that. Now, let's do, I'm going to do this. And this way, by doing it, I'm here that way, because this is only the one, and you know, I've got the, oh wow. Yeah, you can feel the glued plastic bags in there. This way, by keeping this here all the way in, I have that much more strength right here at the edges. Okay, this gets the 1/4 inch. Let me, before I glue, remember before I glue it down. Oh no, that's the no, that's the 1/4. Yay! 1/4. Yeah, double check. Always make, yeah. Learn that the hard way before you just randomly start punching. Okay, now we can get this glued in. And just as a reminder, I'm going through this because, yeah, someone asked me just, oh, you know, and, you know, we don't require perfection and all that stuff, and just go ahead and do it. Take the time and do your, I'll put a little bit on here, this area here. And as you can see, when I was originally marking, I did it in a grid, because I did it, you know, 8 by 14. And I'll just put the, well, actually just go with 2 inches. Okay, and here's this. I'll put that, match it up, and circle. I don't want my table to jiggle too much. But okay. We might be getting a knock on the door. Hopefully it won't come up. Every once in a while you get someone up here and they don't pay attention to signs. But that's, you know. Okay, and again, I'm just being a little more detailed, making sure that all that's glued in. On the one hand, you know, like, see, this is a little over, but I'm not going to even worry about that. If I was actually going to leave, this is the actual um, cover. Hold on. I'm going to see mute. Mute. I'm not seeing the mute. Hold on, guys. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find the mute quick enough. Oh well, it's okay. I just said no thank you and let it go. All right, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, I also find too that sometimes you just practice. You just learn. But anyway, if I was gonna keep this as the actual cover, I would trim that and glue it down. Or I would, with me, I would maybe masking tape it with glue and just kind of, yeah, anyway. But since it's going to be covered, I'm not going to forget it. That particular thing, I'm not going to get too hyper over. Okay. I'm doing the, stick on the, inside. On the elbow, on my old injury stitches. Ew. Not pleasant. Okay, there. Glue. Cover the lid. I don't want you getting dry. You get busy and you forget to put the lid on this, and then after about 20 minutes it starts getting dry. And then you can't, yeah, it takes forever to get that. Okay, so what I'm doing, there we go. And, all right. I find for me that going in a circle works better when you're, yeah. I'm making sure that the corner, I hold it down there, and then I kind of, you see what I'm, yeah, kind of doing that way. Okay, let's see. Boy, Sarah, I actually have one in my kit. It's got a glue back. It's a glue back, and it's a clear. I got them from the Reset Girl, but I think you can get them on Amazon. Where's my kit? Where's the bag of kit? Hold on. And I think it actually, hold on, guys. Let me, I know it's in here. It's in the, come on. Here. It's a Schmied. And it's got, see, it's got this, let me get a card. See, it has this, you know, so that's a possibility. And it, and the whole back of it's adhesive. And you could even, if you wanted to, you could put paper on the back of this and then allow for part of it. You'd have to always trim down the content, but you could always do it this way too, just in case. Okay, I'll put that back. That's my kit this month, and I'm trying to, I haven't got a, let me, and this I'm going to go ahead and take the time. I'm over here. For some reason, it's just kind of weird. I don't know if oh, maybe I hit my camera accidentally. Maybe I hit my camera and I didn't realize it. I think we can see. Oh, guys, take the lid off. Okay. Okay. So, okay. 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 Well, and that, well, well, and I also have, I think I know what because I actually have, well, I would just play, I'd have to see what because you can kind of do almost anything with them. Let's see, of 4.5 by 7. Well, you could always, if they don't have any glue on the back, you could always, you'd have to accommodate. You could take off you could apply them with masking, or not masking tape. You can do masking tape too. But see the edge here, you could just, like a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch on either side, or if you want on washi tape. But then you'd be losing some of your size. You might be losing some of your size to fit in your product. So, I mean, there's all kinds of different ways. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what? Guess what? We're just gonna rip that off, because it's not. We're just gonna rip that off and just put that in the trash. Okay. So now here, now that we've reestablished, and actually, I really actually I like this, the way I can feel the puffiness of the 3 plastic grocery bags. Okay. And this is not wet. You know, you can't feel the coldness of the, so this is, I am going to assume from that I can no longer feel the coldness of the glue, that this is set and it's decent to the point where I can actually do this. But that's one thing too that I've learned. Now see that? See how that happens? That's something you have to watch. Now here, I'm going to have to, one moment, I'll have to fix that. Yeah, we're going to have to fix that, because obviously that's a big deal. That's on the cover. Yeah, see, it kind of, well, we'll just, this is a glitch. We'll just have to fix it. I'm going to take a seam ripper. And yeah. Okay, see, the back is okay. The back is okay. It's the front that kind of got, we'll just have to, and yeah, it's a shame because this is where the plastic is. Yeah, we'll just have to, oh, maybe, wait, hold on. Before I do any more cutting in, let me play. Let me just play with it and see if I can straighten it out. Because it might just need to be, okay, I think this is what, it just needed to be played with. Joyce has a glitch. Oh, okay. Okay, so instead, yeah, so thankfully, just so that chances are it won't be an issue, but I'm going to glue a little piece of masking tape down to that little starter hole that I started. Okay, you can barely see it, but we're just gonna, yeah, I bandaged that little puncture. Put this back. Okay. I think that's all it really needed, was just to kind of play with it, because the back was perfectly fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, and this is still the bottom, and let's see. Rewrite. I need to rewrite the top. I can still see the bottom. Okay. Okay. Another trick that I've learned to do, and I take my scoreboard and I tenderize. I kind of, you know, when you're tenderizing meat, I just take the scoreboard and I take the bone folder, and I just, in this particular instance, I just did it in the portrait. And that, the idea is that, like Kathy Paper Phenomenon, she mentioned, she showed us before that it kind of helps break down, it breaks down the fibers in your paperboard or your chipboard, however, and it, you can manipulate it a little bit better. So that's, if you kind of see, if you see, you can kind of see where I did that. And of course now on this side you can't see it because it's got the stuffing layers of the plastic as well. All right, now here, now that I fixed the glitch, okay, I'm sure. Yes, it is, Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday there was actually ash on the car yesterday morning. Yeah, I don't know about today, but it was so thick last night. Yeah, it was so thick here that the sun came out, but it was orange. And my husband took a picture of the sun, and it was actually pink. It wasn't white or like a, yeah, it was pink. Okay, so on the one hand, you see, you're still gonna see, you're gonna see a little bit of that, but you know, in the scope of things, that for me personally, that doesn't bother me, you know. And I think in that sense, it's also part of that. But for the most part, I got that worked out. You just kind of have that little bit of that visual. But I think it's actually, and of course with the traveler's notebook, this doesn't always have to be, that's okay, because you, the idea is you're, you know what I mean, it's oftentimes traveler's notebooks are not all that structured. I mean, they don't have that real, okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm very thankful that we were blessed with our AC unit. Oh man, it's like amazing. You know, it's in even though it's in the kitchen, and you can't always tell. You can't always, and I still have to use. I used to still have to use a little bit of the fans. You know, but still, um, it's amazing how much the difference is, because you know, because it sucks out all the heat. You know, and anyway, it's cool. It's actually, and it's really fun to walk in there and just stand in front of it and go, hi, how are you? I am a happy camper right now because I'm standing in front of you. Yeah, anyway. Oh, so, okay. Now here, and that also comes, see where the, yeah, it's just, this is why you just have to kind of learn and what's going to fit. Because see, when you open it up like this, so you get that the telltale mark, and you want that smooth, but then when you close it up, obviously, duh, you're going to have that ridge, you know. So it's kind of a, but yeah, and the fact, I think I'm okay with it. I'm just kind of messing with it to kind of, if someone's watching this on YouTube, if I happen to get it there, they'll see. Now this is where, this is what I'm, now before I would apply this old t-shirt to this, let me go ahead, and I think what I'll do for the time being, while I'm trying to figure it out, is just out of, just we're kind of, even though it might only be less than 2 minutes before I get back to it, I've just put a clamp on it. Okay, now here, let me get the, I'm actually thinking I want the extra oomph of this, but instead of applying it to this, I'm going to apply this to this. Okay, now, so this is the bottom. This is the bottom of the paper. So I'm going to turn it right here, and I'm going to put B for bottom. And then, see, I took it undone. That's okay. Okay, now here, okay, I'm going to open it back up again. And I basically allowed 2 inches for the sides. On the sides, there's more. But on the top and the bottom, I allowed 2 inches. So I'm approximately putting that right there. I'm going to trace around this. And then this will tell me. Now, if I end up, this is where I'm not quite sure yet. I may end up, having it. The fact that it's fabric, the fact that this will be fabric, I can leave that there, and the fabric will be moldable as long as there's no glue right in there. Having the fabric folded over a little bit right there, and that potential of that, the oversized rubber band, that should be no problem. I mean, because it's flexible because of the fabric. Okay, so this, and then this way I can put the glue down and see the fabric. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and put this back on to help, train it. All right, so this is, I'll double check. I didn't put the B on here. I'm just I'd rather, knowing that that's the bottom, when I visually look at it, double check. Yep, that's the bottom. Okay. Now, as far as the insert is concerned, I'm thinking, I do have, this is the piece of paper I'm thinking of putting on the insert. This is the one I told you about that has no, this is the one that when I saw the Cocoa Daisy September kits, and I go, ooh, and then, yeah. And then this is the other one that I'm actually thinking I could fold and make as part of the, I could do like the inside cover to an insert. Yeah, so anyway. So, yeah. And I could, that's something too, is I could actually, I could actually practice drawing carrots and stuff. Because that would be a fairly decent shape to practice, because you wouldn't have to necessarily be too. All right, so this is where I'm going to put the glue. And this is an old t-shirt. And so what I'll do, I already cut in the back of this. I already cut in. So I'm actually thinking, let me do it from the front. Okay, and this didn't have any, this is one of those that did not have any side seams. Sometimes, every once in a while, I don't know, I'm saying that wrong. I know I've seen t-shirts that have at least one side seam. Okay, so here's the original. So this is the back. Okay. Now, do I want, it doesn't have to be absolutely, and I think before I do anything else, because see, one of the things that I do is, oops, sorry, I hooked up on the camera. Sorry. I'm going to real quick, and I'm just going to use, Oh, these will be my old shears. These are like 40 odd years old and they're never dull. This here, this seam, you can keep this, and for working with fiber or anything, this would be another idea. I could take some of this old t-shirt and cut it into strips and actually blend it in with the grocery bag that I recycle. But I'm going to go ahead, take the time. I'm going to give myself some room here. And yeah, take it and do a real quick. See, this is the part where I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it or not. So I didn't take the time and actually do it. And you can be as precise with this extra padding on this traveler's notebook as you want. Okay, yeah, you can still see. You don't just have... Okay. I tend to keep my old 100% cotton, my husband's t-shirts, because, you know, they actually do, for when I'm working hand stitching and stuff, that, you know, cotton, you know, hey. And when I first started out making my own fabric paper, I was I raided my husband's t-shirt drawer. Where are we? There we are. Yeah. Okay, so here I've done that. All right. Okay, where's the here? And I'm going to probably end up doing a little bit short. And I'm not trying to be precise on this right now. I'm just trying to get a decent estimate. Okay. Put that down here. Now, since I've got the top cut off, I can come back in and I can start from here. I can start making a decision. Do I want just the two? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then my thought is, yeah, I think I just want the two. I don't necessarily want it over to have to, let's see, but if I do that, you know what? I'm going to leave it a little bit loose. I'm going to leave it a little bit taller, I think, on the top and the bottom, because, you know, for the rubber band. Okay, and here I need to trim this. I'm going to trim it a little inside that mark. And I have an idea that might help. Okay, there's that. Just inside that mark there. Oh, and right there, push it over. Okay, now here, what I'll do is I will glue it down, and then once this is established up here, my thought is I'll just make sure that this part right here, I could make sure that this is not glued right in here. Actually, let's do this. No glue. Okay, I'm making that, see here, and then put an in for no glue. See, I'm circling both corners. That way when I'm, all right, so I'm going to put the glue down now. I'm still using a glue stick. Where are you? Glue stick. Hello. Glue. Oh, here. I covered it up. All right, now more exposed glue. Now keep in mind, this is just, I'm going around it, avoiding that. I'm just doing it in a circle, going around. Keep in mind this is wrapping paper. Christmas wrapping paper. And it's a little fragile. The more you work with it, whoops. Okay, good. No, it looked like I had, oh, right there. Okay, so, and the way I look at it, for me, if I end up, I just fix it. I don't get all hyper about it, not to be mean. I just fix it. If I make a hole in it, I either front or back. Like, see, when I first started, and like I said, I chose to leave this tall on this side so that, and as I go to, when I cover this, I can maneuver it as I need to. I can trim this like right in here and leave this part here. Yeah, this is where it just, you kind of just have to kind of play with it. All right, so there's that. Oh, wow. Oh, that feels good. Yeah. Okay, feels good. Feels good. All right, now we're back to this. And I feel, like I said, I'm trying to really stay on. Oh, let's see where, that's right. We didn't quite, there we go. There's that. Okay, and, oh, yeah, I have to, like, cover this. Now we cover this with glue. And right here where the holes are, I'm going to try to be very careful and not get glue there. That way, that particular area will consistently remain flexible, because chances are I will be using a big rubber band to help secure. And I'm just do a little, and because I can't really put glue here, I'm not going to get too flaky, too worried about that. I mean, you know, I'll just do a little bit extra here. Okay. Now, make sure I have, yep, the top and bottom. And I'm going to, yeah, there's the approximate right there. And before I put too much, oops, a little bit different right there. I'm trying to match up the centers as much as possible. Okay. And I'm going to focus on just doing the one. Yeah, I did that right. Okay, I did that right. I had to stop them. Okay. Oop. All right. And you know, I'm not going to worry too much about that. You know, hey, this will be a little, it'll be, yeah, you can kind of tuck it in a little bit. It's still moist. It's that you can tuck that in right there, and it won't necessarily be an issue. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's so exciting. Yeah, to have that extra, the extra padding of the actual, oh, double padding. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with it. Okay, now, and see this, okay, let's see. Before I do this, I have to do the holes. So let's see, do the pokey. Do the pokey. Okay, now I'm giving while I'm doing this, I'm actually giving this a chance to kind of set the glue stick set. I'm going to gently, I'm using my elbow and I'm kind of holding this, and then I'm just kind of like that because I'm going through all that. And this will at least give me, to see when I'm, see how the cotton material is actually coming through that hole. So this might be something that I might not enjoy. But I will go ahead and I will go ahead and puncture them so that I do have the hole in there. Yeah, see, yeah, it's hard to say. But, this is part of you go along. You have an idea and you just, I'm not quite familiar with why I have 32 people, 22, 18. Did my chat? I guess not. It's just telling me in chat that there's 21 people. But yeah, so you guys apparently aren't really talking. All right, so let's see. That's the bottom. And because remember I kept the glue off in this area here, I can do this. Okay, I think in this case what we're going to do is we're going to do the sides. Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot to put glue on here. So that moved a little bit. Hold on. We'll get there. I goofed, but that's okay. Okay, we're still, okay, there. So what I'm going to do is I've got the back up going this direction. So we got this flat here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, well, yeah. This time I'm going to, actually this is a little more. Hold on. There we go. Now I can, there we go. There. I'm trying to rethink the corners here. Make sure that, because I did the corner around. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead here and see, I'm cutting into the, oh, you know what, guys? To help keep, I'm going to put this clamp over here. And get this cut. And hey, this is the kind of fiddly thing. You guys know if you can do your own thing on this. But yeah, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm really, I'm making fun. I'm having fun making a mess, I should say. And oh, you should do it this way. Oh, well, there's all kinds of different ways. All right, so now I'm going to, okay, glue stick again. Okay, still listening, still here. Hey, button, it's okay. If you guys are arting, that's okay. You don't have to talk. I'm, yeah, you don't have to talk. I just, okay, I'm going to kind of, yeah, I have to put the glue on this and then really, I was mostly interested in getting the little things I cut. And I want to try to protect the corners. Yeah, this is going to be kind of, okay. And yes, the fabric stretches. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Oh, this is kind of, it's okay. We're cool. We're having fun. Kind of feels a little funky, but we're having fun. Let's see. This probably needs to go later. Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do that one here. And let's see. This, I guess, up here. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see. Okay. Right here. We'll get this glued down. And I'm just trying to remember the rounded corners on there. I'm trying to keep to the rounded corners as much as possible. No, not that. This one. This one will get glued down there. Okay, now we can, yeah. Okay. Did I, oh, I didn't do, wait, one moment, please. I did not do this, or I didn't do it very well. All right, so, ooh, lots of glue on that one. All right. Now we have, sorry, it's getting rather sticky. Okay, now here, we've got some of that, okay, and I'm trying to remember the rounded corners, and this is where you just have to kind of play with it, guys. You know. Okay, now the corners might be a little interesting, but that's okay. Now we'll turn it around. We've got that. Well, now we'll do this side. I can get this here clamped. Now I could, when this is all said and done, one of the things that the paper addiction on hers that she had is she had top stitching all the way around from the sewing machine all the way around the edge. And see, some of my original tissue paper, because I used a glue gun, didn't always go down. But you can come back in and glue those down. But I'm not sure yet if I want to do the, ooh, see, that got a hole in it, right? But that's okay. I can, a little later on, if I really need to, I can take masking tape and just glue it down and work it that way. Okay, so here's that. Now do the same thing that I did over here. Just start cutting, yeah, so that I'm trying to keep the rounded edges of my, oh, I was going to do this to kind of just, yeah, it's okay. Oh, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, hello. 2 hours and coming up on 2 minutes. Okay, not bad. Okay, we cool. We down with that. Okay, actually that, because I, all right, so here we got this, put this back, and we have that up there. Oh, I just love this. Oh, wow. I really, wow. Oh, that's nice. I'm sorry, guys. This is the top, actually. This is the front of the, wow. This is actually the front. Because, see, that's the bottom. So this, ooh. Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm taking a moment. It almost feels like alligator. Like, yeah. Because of all that texture I put in there before. And then you have it padded on top of that. I was like, okay, I'm cool. Okay. Okay. All right. Glue stick. We're at it again. Glue stick. All right. Now, right now, the, it will be some kind of inserts. I mean, yeah. Because it will take me a while. That's one of the reasons why I opted for to put in a rubber band one. You know, I did these here for the rubber band. Is it'll take me a while to get the plastic braided and to be able to use the holes. So I don't know how many I have, but yeah, it's hard. I might, because if I'm going to use the kit, if I'm going to use the kit, then what I was thinking is I could take my 110-pound cardstock and make like a, because that's the best way I've been able to scrapbook lately is this thing here. Where is it? This thing here. In the last June, July, and August, I just took that 110-pound and I made this insert thing, and it turned out to be cover, and this is the way I've been scrapbooking, and I find this the easiest way. Okay, so I could and I could just do something like this within this size and do that. And that way I have a scrapbooking in here. And then another one could be a junk journal. And I can move them around accordingly. Yeah, but my thought is if I go ahead and did something fall? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So yeah. Ah, yeah, ouch. So my thought, and I wonder, I don't think I have. I only had one of the Clem. I only had one of the, I don't think I actually had the Kiss one, but I had it was the ones with the yellow and ochre in it. The yellow ochre. Yeah, you can still see me. Okay, getting that cotton paper sticky is kind of gross. This cotton fabric. Ugh. And I'm not gonna, well, it's already, I can smooth it out a little bit more. That's okay. And see, that one I kind of goofed on, but hey, it's all right. And this will just have more padding. Okay, get this all, expose more glue. And because she was also the paper addiction, she was also talking about, she got out some of her hoarded Tim Holtz stuff. So I got out some of my grunge board, and I'm gonna they have the old grunge board skulls, and she did yeah, so that's part of what I'm going to do. I'm going to check to see about running the skulls through my my Big Shot. I call her cousin It. Yeah, I call my Big Shot cousin It. Just FYI. So oftentimes when you cousin It, what's cousin It? Oh, it's my Big Shot. Yeah. So anyway, all right. So here, now that we've got that, and see, now this looks like it's puckered a little bit, but let's see when it goes here. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is where the holes are. That's why I can't repair that. That's where the hole is. So that's going to actually have to be, I may just have to, like put up with it. Maybe I can poke it back through. One moment, please. Use the same tool, that I can just poke it back through. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And because, yeah, so this is where, yeah, where it, see that, how I poked it back through. And because it's stretched, yeah, you know what? Now this is what I'm going to do. See, I've pulled it, and this is what I'll do right there. And I'll just cut it off like that. And now I know there's a hole, and I'll just throw that away. And that's a good idea for the other ones too. Before I do this, my thought is I'm going to try to do that with the other ones to make sure that any of that leftover, you see it stretched, because see, here's the holes. Here, see, that's where this is one thing. This is a glitch. And I'm not going to get hyper about it. We'll just work it out. Okay, here's where the holes on the actual paper and the fabric are, right? On the top. Well, as you can see, here's the actual holes. See there, see that? I have my finger there, which is right here, but those are the holes. So see, I have to re-poke. So, yeah, that's going to be something. But at this point, I'm just letting it go. Well, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to get too hyper about it. And it will get worked out. I'm not quite sure. I do have one of the napkins that I used a portion of it. But it was like a abstract, but it had more ochre, yellow, and gold, and different shades of yellow. And she had black hair. I'm talking about a napkin, years ago when it was floating around. Okay, so here, oh, look at that. One moment, please. Okay, love it. Love it. Okay. Oh, guys. Oh, crumb. Upside down. One moment. This is the bottom. Oh, pew. I'm so glad. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, my giggles. I'm glad I saw that, because it would have really bugged me to have the word joy upside down. Yeah. Oh, good. Goody, goody, goody. I was admiring, going, oh, this is really lovely. Wait a minute. Okay, good. This is the front. Okay. Now we're talking. All right. Okay, May. All right. I'll see ya. Okay. Well, we're coming. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah. So hey, and I can't guarantee that I'll do a part 2, but I can at least, I'll try to work on this. I'll continue to work on it. And the idea being that we'll work on it up to this point. And then the idea is I can potentially size, because this has got texture in it. And I can potentially size this to be on the inside. And then, because it'll take a while to get the other stuff in. Okay, so all right. Now that we have that little oddball snafu, and hey, it's like, just, anything that you do by hand is going to have a little bit of issues that you'll just have to work through. And I'm confident that I can, get that worked out. It may end up that I just literally can only do the one that I cut wherever it is, that one that I just really snipped. I may only be able to do the rubber band in this because of this not really working out. But hey, and then if I do that, if it turns out that I can't really use the original holes that I provided, I could use between a rubber band and wires. I can just do it that way. And then I can do the braided part, an extra long braided part, to actually do this 2 or 3 times. And, I can have, see, yeah, but it would take me some time to get the braid part going. All right, so let's see, let's do that. And I'm going to, just in case I'm able to salvage the holes, I'm going to leave that glueless, that area around there glueless. And the idea is I'm constantly going up because the corners are already rounded here. Oh, nope. Oh well. Yeah, it's kind of hard to actually, well, let's do it this way. We can do it this way. I can get, okay, lid. I ended up with a little bit of glue right in here, but yeah, we'll try to, okay, now the first thing is I'll pull up from the center and then hold it, and then again I'm really trying to get the corner. I'm focusing on getting that 1/4 inch. Okay, see, and that's going to need a little bit more glue there, so I'll have to come in there and do that. Okay, and constantly up. Oh, one moment please, let me get this more glue here. I forgot to put glue on this. I was so busy gluing the fabric part that I forgot this part. Okay, now tuck this back up. See, and there's no glue there, so that remains loose. And I can just keep working on that, but I don't want to necessarily, oh, well, guess what? We'll just keep working it. And yeah, I'll put more sticky here. Yeah, in this case, yeah, sticky. It really does need to be sticky. And I'm just, see the paper. Yeah, you can see. And over here in this, it's a little mushed, and I'm just remembering, I'm remembering the 1/4 inch, the rounded corners, and you just have to, play with it. Okay, now, oh wow, and yeah, with the fabric in there, it's going to be a little bit weird. And you may periodically, as I'm using this, if you choose to do this really kind of, you're gonna, the corners are going to be probably a little interesting. So my thought is, before I were to actually glue a topping onto this, that I might want to wait until this settles, and then, because I might have to, if I were to go ahead and plop down this paper here, then I might not be able to fix the corners if I need to. So yeah. Okay. And I'm thinking that the other part of me is just staying, trying to, my first thing would probably be doing that, like I mentioned earlier, about measuring this once it's all said and done, and then taking my 110-pound cardstock and making for a scrapbook, because it's 110. I believe it's acid free, so okay, yeah. Okay, now, and I'm not too concerned about this being kind of wiggly, because eventually when I get this covered here, now something else, just to kind of, this is another option, and I'm tacking this on, is it occurred to me, because this is textured and because I took the time, it occurred to me that once I get all this in and I've allowed this to set, the corners to set and everything, I could take, I'm thinking, two plastic grocery bags, cutting off the tops and the bottom. There's a bottom, like I showed you before. And actually, well, it might only take one, because you're looking at, you don't necessarily, you're going to want, my thought is to stuff this, you know, you get this measured in, you get, you know, and then you decide, and then you stuff by doing the same way I did the plastic bags on the outside, or on this side, here, the same way I did the plastic bags. You could actually and then have this and then put this over. And I'm thinking with the texture of this, and when you go over it, when you want to smooth it over, not only will you feel the texture of the paper, but you'll also feel more of that stuffed, that smoothie, stuffy kind of thing. Okay, Sarah. Okay, that's an idea. Oh, yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to. I don't know if it'll take, if it, anywhere from 2 to 4 bags. It kind of just depends on your size and your width and all that. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead. I think this time what I'll do on this is I'll go ahead and get this. Okay, then I will glue, then see, like that. I will just see. And then this will be glued all there. Okay. All right. A little bit easier. And I think I'm going to go ahead and on this side, I will bring this in to here. And, I can take care of, here. I can take, yeah, there. Okay. And, okay, this is already glued down, so hey. All right. We'll just have to, we'll just have to play it. Hey, not much I can do. We'll just have to keep playing it. Move this around. We'll go ahead and put a lot of the glue right in here. Nope, not on the holes. And again, this is the top. Okay. I'm not too, as far as my inserts are concerned, I'm not too fussy. That might be kind of an interesting thing. But I actually like them. We'll put some glue there. Okay. I actually prefer my bottom to be everything lined up on the bottom. And then on my top, if something sticks out on the top, it's fine. It doesn't bug me too much. Yeah. Oh, it's exciting. Oh, yeah. Okay. And again, oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it. I like it. Mikey likes it. Oh, cool. Okay. Now see, that didn't quite. Oh yeah, because 2 layers of the. No, duh. Okay, duh. This will, now that this is, I can put the, yeah, there we go. And that way this can be folded down. And, this, you just have to play with it. Okay. Now let's see. Do I have a rubber band? Do I have one of the rubber bands I'm talking about? Oh, they're probably in the other room. Okay, let's hold on. I've got my here. I've got this is another. I just patted right in here. Okay. So I will take one of these rubber bands. I get these at Staples. I call them the Dee Dee rubber bands because Dee Dee is the one who kind of turned us all in. Okay. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of, see how, because I didn't put any glue, and it's, while this is actually drying, see, I can keep that there. And while I'm still working all of this, see what I'm saying? How, because I didn't put any glue there, it's flexible. And see, it takes on that shape. Yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't want this, obviously, yeah. But for now, this will help continue to, see, it'll help shape that area. Yeah. And it will remind you not to, okay, and this is kind of bugging me. I've actually also been known, when I've done this, I've been known to actually take the time and I get in there and do some really, really small stitches, but you know, okay, hopefully that, okay, that's good. I didn't want that to keep ripping. And, you know, yeah. Okay. Okay, this I will take time. I'm going to write this part right here. I'm going to glue that down. Okay. So, and I'm just kind of, and as I work it, I'm just keeping that 1/4 inch corner rounder, and see, I'm just bringing it, I'm just keep working that in. And it doesn't always necessarily, sometimes you just can't keep from it looking funky on this side, you know, but if you can keep it from looking funky on the outside, that's, you know, that's, and I just kind of keep working the, see that rounded corner. Because see, I knew that I wouldn't be able, once I got, yeah, I wouldn't, once, because I was working with fabric and all through all those layers of plastic and stuff, I knew that I would not be, this one's a little bit funky, the roundness of it, but you know, hey, again, that's part of that lovely imperfection of the homemade. Okay. Yeah, see this, I'll just have to, because see, at this point, I'm just going to have to leave it, because yeah, it's kind of fussying, and I need it to just relax and let it sit, let the glue sit up. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and leave this, because again, it's helping to train that area, even though I probably won't pick purple, because the purple will go back. I might not pick purple on this. I don't know. I might have to go with blue. I don't think I might go with yellow, although, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But now what I can do from here is I can, here's the edges of here's the edges. Okay. So this is what I would, well, let's see. Well, you just have to write it down. I can just write it down in here, inside here. Measure, measure, measure. Move this out of the way. My measure, my ruler. Come on. Ruler. Yo. Ruler. Oh, that's what fell to the floor a while back. That's what fell to the floor. All right, so here we go. Well, I suppose we can do from the, well, we're going to have to keep a little bit up in here, because we obviously want this to be flexible. So, and it's traditional to leave a little bit of what you have folded over, or at least I would consider it traditional to leave some of this showing. Yeah, because then it really, you know what? I need to get this. One moment, please. This one, that little nitpicky thing. Yeah. Hold on. This is, yeah, I'm going to have to. I have to, yeah, I have to definitely work that in. I got it, yeah. It's just, yeah. Because it would not be amusing to me. Okay, now let's see here. I'm trying to decide. Now here what I could do is, my thought is, see right here, this is that extra. See in between those two. See, can I, here, let me do it up to here. See, that's the edge of the extra cardstock, the extra paperboard that I put in for the spine. That's where I'm going to measure from out. Okay, and I think I'm good. Oh, sorry. Get that out. Get all this. Okay, so that's what I think I'm going to measure from, because it occurred to me, because I'm going to try, guys, I'm going to try to add, you know me and houndstooth, and even though some people might consider this an oddball combination, it's just busy enough that it just might work. I'm going to try to incorporate some, and this actually might be kind of cool in the spine area, at least on the inside. Okay. So, you know, yeah. So I'm giving myself a little bit of chance to jazz it up a bit. So that's how I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to get. I think what I'll leave is roughly anywhere from about, probably it looks about 3/8. So this is what I'll do right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. This is the front, right? Oh heavens. Oh my word. Let me double check. Let me double check. No, this is the bottom. Okay. Okay. Pew. This is the bottom. Okay, God. Okay, guys. Bottom. B. Bottom. Pew. That I saw that in time. Okay, we'll do it this way. I would not have been amused at myself. Just, no, that's wrong. Upside down. One moment. Okay, this. All right. No, this. We'll get it right eventually. Just, just, okay. This is the bottom. Okay, we good. Okay. Okay, we got that. All right, now, double check. This is the front. Yeah, greetings, joy. Okay, seasons. Okay, we got it. I can read it. We got it. Now we have it. So we'll just do that over again, okay? One thing I have learned is you can't just cook. Oftentimes, it's precise. You can cookie cut the insides. Yes, there's a difference. Trust me, there's a difference. Oh my giggles. First of all, the fact that, see, it would drive me, it would not be amusing to have to look at this and go, yeah, the letter, yeah. Yeah, there's a slight delay. So she now knows. And yeah, okay, so we have it. But one thing I have learned, sometimes it's no big deal, but I think in this case, because I did the padding to this width measurement, so I'm not going to pre-cut this. I'm going to measure the idea here. I'm going to measure, get back right there, the edge of that. I'm going to roughly give it 3/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 wide. Okay, I'm calling it 6 wide. 6 wide. And here, I'm going to approximate another, say, maybe a 1/2 inch. That's approximate 1/2 inch. Another approximate, you know, it doesn't have to be completely. So I'm actually thinking like right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. Now, the 7.5 tall, I would want to be able to keep 7.5 tall this way on this next piece. But what I've learned is this side here, The front cover might be 6 wide as far as the inside paper is concerned, but this might be a 5.5. So I don't just cookie cut. You know, see what I'm saying? Sometimes this might prove me wrong. This actually might be 6 wide, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, see? So I know 6 wide. So so both. All right. And you know, just to play it safe, let's make sure this is 7.5 up here too. I'll give it approximate there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So yeah, we good. So this is one of those times where it worked out. So see, I can go and cut this while I'm giving this a chance to sit. I can get my cutter out. I'll do the 7.5 tall first. Okay, and obviously because this is directional, it's somewhat directional, even though it's an all over thing, you can kind of tell that this is the top. And of course this helps too, to tell you that's the top. I keep this. I keep that little thing and I use it. I keep it attached. In fact, this actually might go on some of the remnant of this actually might go on my 7.5 tall. We'll go 7.5 tall. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull over. Oh, wow. That's how much texture. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, 7.5 tall. And just kind of, this is what give a tentative. The idea is I might not even cut it. Although what I was looking at, I want to cut it because, yeah. But see, I think it's going to be kind of interesting, but funky, and yet, yeah, embrace the lag. Yeah, embrace the lag. You know it. 6 inches. And I'm going to automatically put B for bottom. Yeah, because even though in the one sense it's an overall pattern, you know, you'd be surprised how often you just think an overall pattern is, you know, non-directional, but then when you start gluing things down and you like, you know, so I rather have that precaution. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Now, keeping in with the, obviously, this is going to be right here. This is where see, I know that that's going to go right up, but right up against that extra, the ridge of that spine. So I know that that's where that's going to be. And then what I'll do is I'll do like a 1/4 inch pencil mark here, and then I will use that, whether I use the, you know, because once I put this down, it will be very hard to go over because it's that plastic, that shiny. But the only thing that works on it that I have found is the Scotch. I've learned that this is about the only thing that in my arsenal is the double-sided permanent tape. I've learned that. Let's see, do I have the here, this, because see here, this is, see that right, that's that shiny, like this surface here, and that's what I ended up using here to get actual normal pattern paper to adhere to this. I had to use that double-sided tape. So yeah, just saying, FYI. Now here, I like the idea that these are rounded, but I think in this case, and because the foxes are triangle, see the fox is in the shape of a triangle like, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave these pointed. Now I have to make a decision. I think I'm going to because this is grunge, even though I'm kind of introducing in like kind of like a clean look. That, you know what I'm saying? A clean look. I think I'm going to want, where's my sponge? I think I want to kind of distress this a little bit. I'm thinking maybe vintage photo, but I'll first start off with the tea dye. Where's the sponge I was using earlier? Oh, sponge. Yo-ho, yoo-hoo. There's the ones I didn't use. Sponge, where art thou? Yo, sponge, alert. Come on. Seriously. People, people, people. La 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 la. One moment, please. Well, we'll just get another sponge. It's okay. We're cool. And because, in this sense, the grungier the better. You know, if I wasn't, yeah, because remember, this is kind of grungy. There might be a tad bit of elegance because of the shiny gold part of it, but okay, we're all here. Shh, don't tell anybody. I'm just going to use this as my mat, okay? I'll start with the tea dye, and I may end, because you know me, I love me some vintage photo. I'm just going to kind of, oh, see, I went a little too much, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just going to do the tea dye, and then we'll have to, a sponge by any other name would smell sweet. Oh my goodness. Savia, sponge, sponge, my kingdom for a sponge. Okay. Well, anyway, well, so much for the white. Keeping with the white. That was not my original intent, but that's okay. We'll just wow. We're cool. We're calm. Okay, well, in order to get kind of the same feel of the other one, okay, we'll leave that, right? And this little cameo, we'll do that with vintage photo, I'm thinking. Or maybe old paper, but the old paper tends to be a little on the green side. Oh my givels. Okay, we're just gonna do it. Well, I started it. SpongeBob, where are you? SpongeBob. Where's Waldo? Where in the world is SpongeBob? Yeah. Well, guess what? Yeah, but that's okay. We're calm. We're cool. We are A-okay. Yeah. Well, originally, remember, and I forgot that the sponge was so big. I was just really, after just this like this, I forgot I should have picked it up and just done this. But, oops. Well, okay. We're cool. I'm calm. It's okay. Now, okay, like orange pico tea dye. Okay, now I'm kind of concerned. Maybe I should go with, I'm not too, the forest moss, that's green. Let's see. Oh, where's the owls? This was tea dye and this was old paper. I suppose, vintage photo. I'm almost thinking let's do the walnut stain and just really try to go easy. I know I kept kind of, but you know what? I'm thinking I'm changing my mind on I'm going to go with the walnut stain to do this little cameo spot. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it right on use the tea dye. Okay, here's a little bit. Now, I have to remember, just a little bit. Yeah, the walnut stain was a better choice for the interior because that's kind of the same as to the it's more in tune with the original color of the fox. Okay, so we no longer have a white background, so that's okay. Now, something else is I'll go, okay, I want the edges to be a little bit more crisp, but let me get the gentle walnut stain. Just very gentle, blend, gentle. That's why I'm not oopsing myself again. Oh, that second one was so gentle that I need to read. Okay, now this is kind of, I don't know where my brain was, but that's okay. I'm calm. I'm cool. Oh, it's a badger? Hey, are you sure? It's got fluffy. Are badgers fluffy in the jowls? It looks like a fox to me. Anyway, whether it's a badger or a fox, I don't know. Okay, here. I'm taking the walnut stain. This, see, I had that really strong dark edge. I don't know where my brain was, but it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Uh, uh. Owls, battered owls, carrots, and Christmas paper. Oh, Safi is making a comment. Owls, badgers, owls, carrots, and Christmas paper? Only on a choice stream. Oh, all right. Oh, all right. So it might be a badger. She says they're, well, actually, well, never mind. There's like a yellow fox and there's a white fox, a silver fox. Okay, but apparently badgers are brown and white and black. Okay, so, okay, all corners are now defined. That was the original, okay. Oh, here, bottom. Okay. Okay, now, I can mark in here, Safia badgered me. Who knows? I'm I might just do that as a fun little element in my first I might do I might keep some of this, and on the part that I'm gonna, the little insert that it's going to be my scrapbook pages on the white. My first little one might be, I'll take a little scrap of this paper and put in a little thing that Safia badgered me on this day. Oh, see, I'm like a mess. So see, that has to dry. I'm having a mess. A badgerer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a badgerer. Uh-huh. 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 Safia badgered me. She badgered me. And yeah, I have to remember too that I have to use this. It'll probably this is the bottom end of a romaine lettuce. I use it for stamping for those of you who are not familiar with that. And it will probably last through tomorrow evening. So, yeah. And I stamp here, and then as these get lazy, as they get more used, I can just make it smaller. You know, yeah. So anyway, just saying. All right, now, I guess if it smears, it's okay. It's no big deal. I mean, you know, hey. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. We've been there, done that now. And it's not so pristine, in your face pristine. I do have the bee on the bottom. And all right. I'm just going to do this part right in here. I'm not going to try to get it all the way up in there. Okay, now. Ah! Fennec foxes with the giant ears. Not black and white badgers. Okay, and I'm matching it up to the edge. Double check. Yeah, B for bottom. Okay, now. All right. And of course, you see this got a little bit more than a 1/2 inch, and this ended up being more of a 1/2 inch. And I was going to, now I could, just to be totally weird, I could make it, this next one, this other side, I could do it more up here and leave this down here. Because, you know, see what I'm saying? Just shake it up a little bit. Oh, okay. And because of the fabric here, this might always feel like it. I might actually, I'll give it a chance. Actually, I'll put one more little swipe down here, and then I'll give it a chance later on. I'll come back and check it out. I'll give it a chance to let bond a bit before I decide to put, like, I can glue in a thing of washi tape of some kind. And I'm going to really force on the edges. Okay, I can pull that out. That goes in the trash. Yeah. But see, I think it's better. The badgers. Even though I have everything else rounded, I think I like that the corners are pointed. And yes, see that but I can come in later and I can dab it with a little, I can continue to glue that a little bit, you know, smooth it down with some glue, and then if I really need to, I can cover that with some paint or something. Or I could do a sticker down there. You know, it's okay. Oh wow. I am so glad. Oh wow. And I don't mind. Some people might get upset about that cracking a little bit, but you know, I can, yeah. I mean, I could just put a little bit of glue on that and then maybe take some black ink around the edges, and yeah. All right, so we've got 2 hours and 50 minutes, almost time. So oh wow. So we almost did it. And because it's almost 3 hours. Now see here, I went a little bit closer up here and a little more down here. Just, you know, just to make it slightly different. Doesn't have to be completely perfect. I think I actually see this up here. I can cover that up a little bit more with it that way. And down here is actually doesn't really need it as much. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then see, I'm really hoping to be able, yeah. What I'll probably do is I'll take my masking tape to make it a neutral. Put masking tape down first and make sure it's, you know, glued down with a glue stick. And then I'll come back in and with the white this white over this, it will blend in. Yeah. Yeah. So, wow. We'll have to, I'm actually thinking, so before this clicks off, because it will eventually click off, I'll go ahead and I'll just, I won't say goodbye technically in the stream yet or inside the chat, but for the, as far as the stream is concerned, I recognize it is almost over. So that way, because last time I streamed, it went warp and it was okay, done, and I didn't have a chance to say I'll see you next time. So anyway, well, that way when we've got that far, we've gotten that far done. And just, I normally do this all the way, but I'm not. I'm just going to do the right. There's this part right here, and need to get this. Okay, bottom, and mash up with the edge of the. Bring this up a little bit more. Yeah, cover, cover. Push that down, cover. Okay. And again, oh wow, see, some of the thread came undone here when I cut it. So yeah, I'll just have to just kind of play. And you know what? What's even, oh, sorry, I better get this. Yeah, because once the glue, then you like a pain in the rear end to get it back up and all that. So let me get it. But I can easily enough, I can take some masking tape. I can ink it down, and then I can cover it with either green or gold, you know, and then I can bring it here. See, I can glue it in to cover this, and I attach it here and over the top and make a little something here, you know. See, like that right there. That's just gonna have to just be played with. Okay, come on. Okay, there's okay, that's why it's not sticking down. Okay. One moment, please. I'm going to choose to stop recording.